Here are some of the things that you should think about if you're facing insolvency. If your business is facing insolvency and you think you might not be able to continue for much longer, it's important to have a plan and take the initiative to solve the crisis you're facing. Here are 5 things you should do now before things get even worse. Something you must decide on is whether you want to continue in business or stop trading and walk away. The answer to this will affect everything else. For many, there's no alternative. They want to find a way to carry on. Others have had enough and they long for a more peaceful existence without the constant pressures and hassles you face daily in business. Only you can decide. It can be difficult to see what you have when you're facing a crisis. Do you have a good customer base? Do you have a brand name that might have value? What intangible assets do you have? Look at this, as well as looking at your tangible assets. Can you make your business profitable going forward if you can find a way to write off the debts that are crippling your business? Following on from the last point, you need to make a realistic assessment as to whether you can trade your way through the crisis. Can you possibly repay all the debt and have surplus cash in the next 12 months? If not, what are the alternatives? You might already be familiar with some of the alternatives like liquidation or administration. You might be less familiar with other options like a solvent restructuring or selling your company quickly as an alternative to closing it down. Have you given personal guarantees? It is common for directors to be asked to sign personal guarantees for business debts. If you have signed personal guarantees for your company's debts, it can introduce another layer of complexity into your business problems. This can be solved either by negotiating with your creditors or by ensuring that you have no assets available for them to enforce guarantees against. Fortress Restructuring helps restructure businesses that are struggling with debt. We make sure that you have multiple options and that your interests are protected. We will work closely with you to make sure you are fully protected and come out the other side unscathed no matter what the issues are. Get in touch with us today for a free consultation so that we can start working on a plan to help your business.